Why did Tupac and Biggie die? Some of you believe it was Suge Knight or P. Diddy who allegedly masterminded their fatal ending, but the probability is far from that. I personally believe their lives were cut short because of the possible ridicule that could have befallen their catalog value. Let me explain. Tupac claimed to be a California thug, but he was born and partly raised in New York. He lived most of his teenage years in Baltimore before moving to California around 17 years old. He claimed to have participated in street activities, but it is well known that his mother was a member of the Black Panthers organization and was very big on her son's education. His mother enrolled him in the prestigious Baltimore School of Arts where Tupac learned how to act. Tupac became an actor and a dancer just like Dr. Dre. Tupac was never a gangster. He acted the part of a gangster. How does that relate to his death? We all know the music genre, hip-hop, values authenticity over anything. Tupac rapped in his lyrics about being a thug, which was a very popular concept in hip-hop in the 90s. He became one of the biggest rappers from that decade because of the persona he was known for. You're probably asking, if he was never a real thug, why was he killed? That's where the rap beef with the notorious B.I.G. comes into play. The song Hit 'Em Up is known to be violent, therefore solidifying his gangster persona even more. The question now is, what happens when it becomes tabloid headlines that Tupac's a fake gangster? Keep in mind, the tabloid media back then was very quick and paparazzi culture was at its peak in the 90s. In a genre where authenticity is praised and insincerity is ridiculed, what happens to a music catalog estimated to be about $600 million and laid the foundation for what hip hop is today? With the rise of social media, we all know how lethal such information is. Take Lil Tecca, Rick Ross, and Tiger, whose reputation were ruined after it was discovered that they were faking a gangster image. Just imagine how such information would have blown up in the 90s. If you were the businessman who owned the catalog and knew that one day such information would leak, how would you stop it from gaining any relevance? As vile as it is, you'd have to take them out, so that the only thing to remember them by is their catalog, not their actual and factual background and upbringing. I'm saying that if they had lived longer, people would have dug into their past. Now, how does Biggie have anything to do with this? Personally, I believe Biggie's background is highly exaggerated for sales value, but if you've ever heard of the saying, for 3 men to keep a secret, 2 have to die, that's an angle. If Biggie was alive, he would be the reason Pac would be relevant, considering the beef hit personal, and when things start getting personal, people start digging on ways to get back, if you catch my drift. Let's take the Kendrick and Drake beef for example. The whole argument of Kendrick was that Drizzy was a PDF. Imagine if news came out that a close friend of Kendrick was arrested for being a PDF, or Kendrick himself was arrested for being a PDF file. His reputation and the beef is automatically rendered null and void. It ruins his catalog value and in turn, investors lose money. Biggie was just a man caught up in the wrong deal. They were both killed to secure the investment spent on them, seeing as their music catalog value combined is estimated to be worth $800 million. Tupac rapped about being a thug even though he was acting. Tupac's entire image was fabricated by a record label or probably a marketing department. When you see a video of a younger Tupac, he sounds nothing like he did in his later years. He was an idea formulated to entertain the audience and in turn generate revenue. For those of you who refuse to believe that Tupac was a fake gangster, I'll let you know this. It's easier to fool people than convince them that they have been fooled. Sometimes you're not foolish, you're just ignorant. What? Maybe you're not ready for the truth because you heavily idolize them, but facts will have it, he was a very good actor. Once again, for 3 men to keep a secret, 2 have got to die. Subscribe and like the video, drop your opinions in the comment section and I'll respond to any misunderstanding. Thanks for watching.